Every great story starts with the rush of thrilling gaming action. Handcrafted flavors, eager to please. Getaways for some well-deserved me time. And rewards worth bragging about. If it's a story worth telling, it starts at La Berge Baton Rouge. What's your story?
Your favorite season is back, and now's the time you can score savings at the Team Automotive Group. You can sell your vehicle to us, and we'll pay you top value. Or buy here and get a 90-day warranty on the purchase of a pre-owned vehicle. Score VIP service and save at every location of the Team Automotive Group.
Visit Treads & Care Tire Company's new location on Hooper Road in Central. Locally owned for over 50 years, Treads & Care is known for quality automotive repair and top-notch customer service.
I'd like to invite you to come out and see us at our new location in Central.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Hello and welcome as we start the Thursday edition of the Clarence Bug Show. Here's hoping all is well with you and yours and your little slice of South Louisiana heaven. A bit of a heads up, today's show is going to be a different show. It may be a little herky-jerky in segments, but because of the magnitude of what we're going to talk about today, it requires that this possibly happen. I got to be brutally honest with y'all. I am hurting this day. I am feeling so disgusted, so insulted, and so demeaned that I feel as though I need to issue an apology to a large group of people. What I saw this week leads me to feel the need to apologize to a group of millions of people that I love dearly, because it is obvious we have failed this group of people miserably. The group of people I'm talking about are my young black brothers and sisters. How we have failed you so miserably to lead you to do what was done this week. I have to apologize for that and give you the assurance that we will try to do better in the future. If you've listened to me for any length of time, you know I'm of the opinion one of the things that makes life so interesting is what I call seminal moments. Moments in time where something happens that sticks with us. It speaks to us. It shows us in no uncertain terms where we are and how far we've come or fallen. Sometimes these seminal moments are important to us because of the emotional uplift that it provides. For example, the birth of your first child. You remember that. Watching your kids graduate. You remember that. It's meaningful because it's uplifting. Sometimes these seminal moments are important to us because it's tragic. There's a massive loss of life involved, like 9/11 or Hurricane Katrina. Other times, these moments are seminal, meaningful, because it says to us that all the effort that we've put towards something and all the trust we've had in certain institutions is completely wrong. For example, Watergate. Prior to Watergate, most of us Americans never thought that our government would betray our trust in a manner like this. It revealed to us an ugly truth. Well, this event, this thing that I saw this week, falls into that category. Something else that's very interesting about life to me is how many times these seminal moments come from the most unlikely of sources. If you're familiar with the Lord of the Rings trilogy, you know in the very first one, in the opening scene, there's a part where the narratress, the female narrator, says, "Then something happened the ring did not expect. It was picked up by the most unlikely creature imaginable, a hobbit, Bilbo Baggins of the Shire." The whole premise of The Lord of the Rings centers around how something that had world-shaking ramifications was brought about by something totally unlikely. What I'm talking about is a video that was posted online this week, and it is designed to encourage young black people, particularly young black men, to vote. The Democrats understand they're in trouble with the upcoming midterms. So what do? Well, they have to encourage the most loyal part of their base, African Americans, to be sure that they vote. The video that was put together and posted on BLK, as in black.com, a black dating app, is so disgusting and insulting, it is beyond belief. I will let you judge for yourself. Out in the truck, if you would, let's roll the video and let our viewers see what I'm talking about today.
Trey Tracks, I think we got one.
It's voting season, bruh.
No voting, no loving. No voting, no touching. No voting, no nothing. No voting, no fucking. No voting, no fucking. No voting, no loving. No voting, no touching. No voting, no nothing. No voting, no fucking. No voting, no fucking. BLK app looking for some action. Swear the homie Scott was heavy. Face is a 9, abs is a 10, D is a to be determined. He got mad jokes, he don't seem broke. The only red flag, he said he don't vote. This midterms for all the single cuties. Wanna hit this booty, gotta do your civic duty. No voting, no loving. No voting, no touching. No voting, no nothing. No voting, no fucking. No voting, no fucking. No voting, no loving. No voting, no touching. No voting, no nothing. No voting, no fucking, no voting, no fucking.
Yeah, don't stop now, stuff my ballot box again. But my homegirl through, put the buy in partisan. Politics be so nasty, make me wanna flirt ya. Show you how to be a poll worker, legs in the air, I don't care. Anyone could get it, universal health care. If you wanna come before the deadline. Come in the jacuzzi, gerrymander this coochie.
No voting, no love. No voting, no touch. No voting, no nothing. Can't let me down, gotta stand up for something. No voting, no love. No voting, no touch. No voting, no nothing. BLK, we gon' stand up for something. Yeah, that's right. No voting, no love.
No voting.
If the coochie is the goal, go hit the pose. Period.
No voting, no vucking. Now, the first thing I want to know, did some group, liberals, white Democrats, progressives, did they pay these rappers to produce this video? Or did the rappers take it on themselves to produce this piece of garbage? It's horrible either way. If somebody paid for this to be produced, it's horrible. But if these black rappers chose to do this themselves, that's even worse. If somebody paid for this, do you think, whatever group it is, and you know they had to be liberals, number one, conservatives don't go for this crap. They're black rappers, so we're pretty much guaranteed they're Democrats. If somebody paid for this, do you think they will pay for a video just like it with Asians in it? If somebody paid to represent black folks in this fashion, do you think they'll pay for a video just like it with Native Americans in it? You think they'll pay for one with Latinos in it? Why is it that my young black brothers and sisters would be the only group encouraged to vote by using a message like this? Y'all, this is wrong on so many levels. It's hard to figure out where to start. But that's a good place to begin with. Who is responsible for this crap? And how is it that it made its way all the way up the chain, from writing the lyrics to hiring someone to shoot the video, to bringing in the extras in the background, to renting the fake courtroom where it happens, to posting it online? How is it that this piece of insulting garbage made it all the way to on the internet and nobody said, y'all, whoa, wait a minute. This is insulting. We can't put this out there. What is the message we're sending with this? Nobody stopped this. My young black brothers and sisters, I apologize to you that we have allowed you to arrive at a point where you feel the way to express yourself and a constitutional right that black people died for. You realize our mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers were beaten, lynched, put in jail so we could earn the right to vote. And we put out a video, either let somebody pay us to do it or did it on our own, that equates their struggles and sacrifices with your promiscuous sexual desires. We got to talk, y'all. Let me get this break out of the way. This is wrong on so many levels, and we're going to talk about all of them as we continue the Thursday edition of the Clarence Bug Show, only on the Pelican. Stay close.
Hi, I'm Bobby Yarborough with Manda Fine Meats. Here at Manda, we know what the folks of South Louisiana love. They love great flavored smoked sausage, delicious deli meats, and specialty items like boudin and andouille sausage. Manda Fine Meats has been providing these products since 1947. We produce them right here in Baton Rouge, so you know you're always getting the freshest product at your local grocery store. Manda Fine Meats. Taste the fresh local flavor in everything we make. Make it Manda every time.
Bolello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Whirlpool savings. Shop now and save on Whirlpool appliances throughout the store. Plus, experience our price match guarantee and ask about special financing.
You can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day.
Bolello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent with nationwide buying power.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
I'm self-employed and didn't report all my income. They claim I owe a lot more than I do.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
Tax Solutions Now saved my business.
I qualified for the Fresh Start program. I paid less than I owed.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions now.
Call 800-778-4345. 800-778-4345.
The 2022 Mazda CX-5 with iActive all-wheel drive and available turbo engine. It truly ignites the senses.
Save on your new CX-5 right now during the season of discovery at Team Mazda.
Hi, gang. Clarence Bugs here, inviting you to come by Old School Barbecue, 10655 Coursey Boulevard, where we tape the show live every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 11 o'clock. Come by and feast on news, sports, current events, love of God and country, and lots of common sense, along with some of the best barbecue anywhere on the planet. 10655 Coursey Boulevard, Old School Barbecue, home of the Clarence Bugs Show.
Live and play on the fairway at Greystone Golf and Country Club, a serene, challenging golf destination located in Denham Springs. For tee times and membership opportunities, go to GreystoneCountryClub.com.
Welcome back to the Thursday edition of the Clarence Bugs Show. We are engaging in some soul searching today, my friends, particularly in the African American community. The black internet has exploded. Black folks in this country have had a seminal moment, a come to Jesus moment, when in the last week, a video was posted online on BLK. It's a black dating site, dating app. The video is entitled No Voting, No Vucking, with a V as in Valerie. And the inference here is, as a line in the song says, you want to hit this booty, you got to do your civic duty. Saying, if I'm going to engage in promiscuous, unprotected premarital sex with you, I'm only going to do it if you vote. In the truck. For those that were not here, roll the video and let them see what I'm talking about.
Straight tracks, I think we got one. It's voting season, bruh.
No voting, no loving. No voting, no touching. No voting, no nothing. No voting, no fucking, no voting, no fucking. No voting, no loving. No voting, no touching. No voting, no nothing. No voting, no fucking, no voting, no fucking. BLK app looking for some action. Swear the homie Scott was heavy. Face is a 9, abs is a 10, D is a to be determined. He got mad jokes, he don't seem broke. The only red flag, he said he don't vote. This midterms for all the single cuties. Wanna hit this booty, gotta do your civic duty. No voting, no loving. No voting, no touching. No voting, no nothing. No voting, no fucking, no voting, no fucking. No voting, no loving. No voting, no touching. No voting, no nothing. No voting, no fucking, no voting, no fucking.
Don't stop now, stuff my ballot box again. But my homegirl through, put the buy in partisan. Politics be so nasty, make me wanna flirt ya. Show you how to be a poll worker. Legs in the air, I don't care. Anyone could get it, universal health care. If you wanna come before the deadline. Come in the jacuzzi, gerrymander this coochie.
No voting, no love. No voting, no touch. No voting, no nothing. Can't let me down, gotta stand up for something. No voting, no love. No else. Period.
Can you believe this garbage? Now, again, if some white liberal Democrat group paid for this video to be produced, it's horrible. But if these rappers did this on their own, it's even worse. You could have used this video to encourage my young black brothers to stop murdering each other in cities all across America. But you chose to focus on fucking. You could have used this video to encourage young brothers and sisters to vote, to stay in school, take advantage of educational opportunities, get a job, and pull your own weight. But you chose to focus on fucking. You know what's tragically ironic in this? Some of y'all ain't gonna like this, but I don't care. It needs to be said. In the black community this year, 70+% of our babies born are gonna be born to a single parent household. Black women make up only 7% of the population, but almost 50% of the abortions in this country. So the last thing that we need to be encouraging is more promiscuous premarital fucking. That's the last thing we need to be encouraging. But here we are. You know, at some point, y'all, we have to ask ourselves, how in God's name have we arrived at this point? How have we arrived at a point where we think it's okay to represent ourselves and use a message like this to encourage young people to vote? How have we arrived at a point, y'all, where we're okay with somebody paying us to insult our entire race? How have we arrived at a point where we would insult the sacrifices that people made for us to have the right to vote by talking about fucking? How have we arrived here? Well, I'm glad you posed that question. This, my friends, is what happens when you vote for people that teach your children a boy can be a girl and a girl can be a boy. This kind of crap is what happens when you vote for people, Hollywood, the rappers, the folks that influence your children. This is the kind of crap that happens when we allow our kids to walk around thinking it's cool to wear their pants half off their ass, showing their ashy behind to the whole damn world. This kind of crap is what happens when the entertainment industry guides our kids instead of the parents. This is the kind of stuff, y'all, that happens. Now, speaking of things you probably don't want to hear, and things I don't care if you need to hear them or not, I'm going to tell you. Speaking of those things, if we are honest with ourselves, we should have seen this coming, y'all. The signs have been flashing in front of our eyes like a billboard on the interstate for a long time. We should have seen this coming, y'all. The fact of the matter is, and black people watching this show right now, and some white people too, will verify that what I'm telling you is the God-honest truth. If you have been to the corner store in your hood anytime in the recent past, you've heard the lyrics to the rap songs that are blasting, shaking the whole block with lyrics that are filthy, disgusting, denigrating our young black sisters, disrespecting our moms and our grandmoms. If you've been to the corner store lately, you've heard it. You know I'm not lying. You've seen our young black men have no problem, proud to walk around with the drawers showing. And the fact of the matter is, y'all, this kind of stuff is directly tied to the horrific phenomenon of our young black men murdering other young black men in cities all across this nation at historic levels. All of this is tied to the liberal agenda. Did you notice something in this video? The dude that is the featured rapper is the most feminine looking creature on the earth. The dude has fingernails longer than the women in the video. Yet another opportunity for the liberal agenda to take the manhood of black men even further down the drain. Another opportunity to emasculate the black male. Y'all, let's understand something here. In the vernacular of the streets, don't get it twisted. Hollywood, the entertainment industry, rappers, them ain't conservatives, y'all. Them's liberals. Every single one of them is a Democrat. The people that have been telling you this utter nonsense, well, a boy can be a girl and a girl can be a boy. Them's liberals, y'all. Those are the people you vote for. The people who refuse to do anything about crime in LA, in Oakland, in Portland, in Seattle, in Atlanta, in Mobile, Birmingham, Newark, go down the list. Them ain't conservatives, y'all. Them liberals, them Democrats, the people you vote for. So at the end of the day, should we really be surprised by this? There's something, however, as despicable as this whole filthy piece of trash is, there's actually something that's even worse. I'm going to share that with you after we get this bottom of the hour break out of the way and continue the Thursday edition of the Clarence Bug Show only on the Pelican. Stay close.
Got termites? Get Premier Pest. PremierPestServices.com.
Your favorite season is back, and now's the time you can score savings at the Team Automotive Group. You can sell your vehicle to us, and we'll pay you top value. Or buy here and get a 90-day warranty on the purchase of a pre-owned vehicle. Score VIP service and save at every location of the Team Automotive Group.
Hi, I'm Katie, Operation Manager here at Old School Barbecue. We're excited about all of the changes here at Old School, and we'd like to invite everyone to come out and enjoy some delicious barbecue at Old School prices. We feature brisket, chicken, ribs, sausage, and the Boss Hog pulled pork sandwich voted best deal in town. We also have live music Friday and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. 10655 Coursey Boulevard. We can't wait to see you.
Hello guys, it's Debbie. It's time. I've got a brand new location. 10510 Airline Highway, Baton Rouge, next to After 5 Tuxedos. We have the perfect spot to get all your wedding and formal wear needs. Come see our one-of-a-kind name brand and get great prices. With 30 years experience, the best customer service anywhere. It's Debbie's Bridal, Airline Highway, Baton Rouge. See you soon.
Hi, I am Dr. Farrell Frugier Jr., and I am a general dentist at Frugier Family Dentistry. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I went to Catholic High School, LSU, and LSU School of Dentistry in New Orleans, where I received my DDS degree in 1986. I always have and will continue to be committed to continuing my education, to invest in technology which makes the diagnosis and delivery of dentistry more thorough, more comfortable, and more aesthetically pleasing. In our practice, we are here to serve the patients. We want to improve their quality of life and to develop relationships with our patients. In dentistry, we have a chance to impact lives on a daily basis, not just by doing dentistry, but by getting to know them and being a part of their life. We also believe in giving back to our community. So every year, we give back to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Please stop by and visit our office. We would love to take care of you and your family.
Caught spiders? Premier Pest Services.
What do you think? Thank you, Mike. Welcome back to the Thursday edition of the Clarence Bug Show. If you're just tuning in, this is one of those rare instances where something happens and I wipe everything off the slate to make room for discussion of this. It is something that the black internet has exploded over. I can't remember an issue in recent memory where this many black people collectively were outraged, insulted, disgusted, disrespected, to the point of furiousness, and to the point of finally realizing we need to look in the mirror, y'all, because this is so disturbing. It is a direct reflection of us. It's a video that was posted in the last week on a black dating app, BLK. It's designed to encourage young black men particularly, and young black people to vote. I'll ask the truck to roll the video so you can see for yourself what this says about us and to us. Roll the tape.
Yeah. Trey Tracks, I think we got one. It's voting season, bruh.
No voting, no loving. No voting, no touching. No voting, no nothing. No voting, no fucking, no voting, no fucking. No voting, no loving. No voting, no touching. No voting, no nothing. No voting, no fucking, no voting, no fucking. BLK app looking for some action. Swear the homie Scott was heavy. Face is a 9, abs is a 10, D is a to be determined. He got mad jokes, he don't seem broke. The only red flag, he said he don't vote. This midterms for all the single cuties. Wanna hit this booty, gotta do your civic duty. No voting, no loving. No voting, no touching. No voting, no nothing. No voting, no fucking, no voting, no fucking. No voting, no loving. No voting, no touching. No voting, no nothing. No voting, no fucking, no voting, no fucking.
Yeah, don't stop now. Stuff my ballot box again, but my homegirl through. Put the buy in partisan. Politics be so nasty. Make me wanna flirt ya. Show you how to be a poll worker. Legs in the air, I don't care. Anyone could get it. Universal health care. If you wanna come before the deadline. Come in the jacuzzi, gerrymander this coochie.
No voting, no love. No voting, no touch. No voting, no nothing. Can't let me down, gotta stand up for something. No voting, no love. No voting, no touch. No voting, no nothing. BLK, we gon' stand up for something. Yeah, that's right. No voting, no loving. No voting. If the coochie is the goal, go hit the pose. Period.
Can you freaking believe this? Now, as insulting, demeaning, and degrading as this is, it gets worse. As if that were possible, right? You are going to hear in the near future having discussions with this, with other black people, young people, and the like. You're going to hear some so-called black leaders and black influencers defending this video. For example, Dr. Greg Carr, the chairman of African American Studies at Howard University and HBCU, was on the Roland Martin show and defended this video. What you're going to hear in the future are liberals and Democrats saying, well, sometimes you got to meet people where they are. Meaning, if you want a message to reach a certain group and you want them to be moved to action, you have to give them something they can relate to. But they completely ignore in saying, well, you got to reach people where they are. How in God's name have we let our young people arrive at a point that this is where they are? But more horrible about, well, you got to meet people where they are, is the pathetic excuse that a lot of liberals are going to use, and so-called black leaders and influencers. They're going to say, well, you got to understand, everything is not for everybody. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Here's the problem with people who think that way. The people that say, well, everything is not for everybody. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Do you think those people would say the same thing after watching the same video and the announcer at the end says, paid for by the Donald Trump for President campaign? Would the same people, so-called black leaders and influencers that say, well, you know, everything's not for everybody. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Would they say the same thing if Donald J. Trump sponsored this video? Black folks would lose their freaking minds. And you know I'm not lying. We would play every freaking race card in the deck. I can't believe this man got black women up there shaking their booties and talking and equating sex with voting. The mainstream media, CNN, LOL, MS, LSD, ABC, NBC, CBS, NPR, New York Times, all collectively would have been screaming, it's collusion. It's collusion. They're trying to influence the vote. The Democrats in Congress, in the House of Representatives, would be demanding, we need a commission to start impeachment proceedings. Yeah, we know he's been out of office for 2 years, but maybe they were working on the video while he was still president. We would lose our freaking minds. But they're going to tell you, well, everything's not for everybody. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Do you see the fallacy in that? Do you see how short-sighted that way of thinking is? And if you're like me, somebody who's fairly observant, to think that would be a justification, makes this whole thing even more egregious. Now, black folk, if we do not stand up and denounce this crap in a very loud and very clear voice, it's over, y'all. I'm calling out the black pastors. If your pastor at your church does not talk about this piece of disgusting trash, either in his sermon or somewhere in the 11 o'clock service between now and the end of the month, you need to find another church. If your black pastor does not address this, you are an embarrassment to God's people, and you have no right to call yourself a leader. The Democrats, if we find out, hey, and no liberals paid for this, those rappers did that on their own. If the Democrat establishment does not come out and condemn this, they are guilty of aiding and abetting. What do you think the odds are that AOC and the squad, the defenders of all things women, the guardians against infringing on women's rights, what do you think the odds are that AOC, Cory Booker, they're going to come out and denounce this? That much. What do you think the odds are? Whoopi Goldberg, Sonny Hostin, the women of The View are going to come out and denounce this crap for what it is. What do you think the odds are? Kamala Harris, a black woman who this stuff is disrespecting. What do you think the odds are she's going to come out and condemn this? This is speaking to us, y'all. This is speaking to us loud and clear. And if we collectively let this pass, we are worse than the actual incident itself. Final break of today's show. So where do we go from here? We'll talk about that when we continue today's Thursday edition of the Clarence Buggs Show, only on the Pelican. Stay close.
You can't smell it, but you can almost taste it. And whether it's for a family get-together or a game day feast, having Manda in the mix always sounds good. For 3 generations, their quality meats and original seasonings have made Manda a Louisiana legend and made their family sausage Louisiana's family sausage. Manda Fine Meats. The flavor says it all.
Every great story starts with the rush of thrilling gaming action. Handcrafted flavors, eager to please. Getaways for some well-deserved me time. And rewards worth bragging about. If it's a story worth telling, it starts at La Berge Baton Rouge. What's your story?
Treads & Care Tire Company announces its new location on Hooper Road in Central. Locally owned for 50 years, Treads & Care is known for quality automotive repair with top-notch customer service. Treads & Care offers the convenience of shuttle service and pickup and delivery of your vehicle. You can also enjoy the comfortable customer area, complete with workstations, high-speed internet, and a complimentary coffee bar.
I'd like to invite you to come out and see us at our new location in Central.
Treads & Care, the tires you need and the service you want.
Live and play on the fairway at Greystone Golf and Country Club, a serene, challenging golf destination located in Denham Springs. For tee times and membership opportunities, go to GreystonecountryClub.com.
Tremonti's has meat. Tremonti's has seafood. Tremonti's has much more. Tailgating and home gating platters. Huge wine and liquor selection. Beer and all the spices you need. Chairman Reserve and Wagyu meats. Ribeye rolls, shrimp rolls, kebabs. 20 flavors of sausage for the grill. Daily lunch specials and game processing. On-site catering also available. Good meat ain't cheap and cheap meat ain't good. Visit Tremonti's.com.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. At Private Healthcare, we provide the peace of mind you deserve. With Private Healthcare, you'll get the coverage you want and healthcare you need. If your employer doesn't supply healthcare coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private Healthcare is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. When life comes at you unexpectedly, you need to be ready. And health insurance is your financial safety net. Health insurance has never been so easy and affordable. If you're looking for health coverage at the best price and your annual household income is $35,000 or more, call the number on the screen now and speak with a live healthcare consultant. Don't wait. Get the coverage you need now.
Welcome back to the final segment of the Thursday edition of the Clarence Bug Show. If you're just tuning in, we have spent the entire show talking about the most demeaning, disgusting, and insulting piece of trash statement that was revealed in the last week, and what it says about us and what it should say to us. This video on the black dating app, BLK, has garnered a reaction from the black community in America that I've not seen equaled in recent memory. Black folks are outraged. We are stunned. We're hurt. We're in disbelief that an effort to encourage our young black people to vote is represented in this fashion. The video is entitled, "No Voting, No Vucking," with a V, as in Valerie. So where do we go from here after coming to the very ugly realization that either some group looks at an entire race of people in this country and feels this is the way to reach them and encourage them to get involved in the voting process, or we apparently don't see a problem as black people representing ourselves this way. Where do we go from here? Parents, I would consider it a personal favor if you were to sit down with your children and watch this video and explain to them why this is so disgusting, why it is so demeaning, why it is so insulting to black people. Black folks gave their blood, sweat, tears, and some of them, many of them, their lives so that we could have the right to vote. And some people, apparently, feel it's okay to equate that sacrifice with vucking. Vucking. With a V, as in Valerie. I need you and your children need you to sit down with them and watch this video and talk about it. And show them. Because what's going to happen, they're going to be talking about it. And they will hear the liberals and the so-called black leadership give pathetic excuses why we really shouldn't be upset about this. And maybe it serves a purpose. You need to be able to show them why these excuses are pathetic and stuff like this should not be tolerated. It's obvious if we leave it up to the rappers and the liberals, what they will show to the world what they think about us. We're the only ones, y'all, that can stop this kind of crap. But again, understand something here, y'all. This is not the problem itself. It's a symptom of what is going horribly wrong with our young people and what society is exposing them to. Now, I have called out the black pastors, Democrats, so-called black leadership and influencers. And as my late father would say, I'd be less than a man if I didn't step up and do something. So next week, I've already put the wheels in motion. Next week, I'm going to give Alan the heads up in the truck. I have some folks working on getting me 3, 4, 5 young black students from Southern University to come in, and we're going to do a roundtable discussion on this video. What it says to us, what it should say about us, how we have arrived at this point, and how we adults can do a better job of reaching them. I can't ask you to do something and I not reciprocate. So Alan, I'm giving you the heads up now. I'm going to bring 3, 4 people and I'm going to tell them you're going to feed them. You're going to give them lunch for free if they come in and take part in a roundtable discussion. We cannot, folks, allow this to go unchallenged. We cannot. If we do, this is already showing where we're heading. If we allow this to go unchallenged, as uncomfortable as it may be to face it, talk about it, and denounce it, we will be expediting the rush to the end. If we as black people allow this video to go unchallenged, this will be the equivalent of the closing scene of Thelma and Louise, with the entire black population in a car, pedal to the metal, heading at 100 miles an hour off a cliff. This is where we're heading, y'all. You know, in hindsight, I guess I should be thankful for the embarrassment I felt after watching this. I guess, in a roundabout way, I should be grateful for the level of insult that I feel when I watch this video. I guess, in a somewhat convoluted way of thinking, I should be grateful that it was exposed. Because this is an opportunity, y'all, to prove to you that what Clarence has been preaching all these many years is in fact reality. People People have called me, as a black conservative, over the years, all sorts of ugly names. Uncle Tom, bootlicker, spokesman for the white man, all sorts of ugly stuff. When I point out to us the kind of stuff that's happening in our community and the influence it is having on the minds of our young people, maybe now you see it for yourself. If this does not disgust you, if you're black and you're not insulted by this, you have the political maturity of sperm. I was going to say of a baby or of a fetus. You're not even that far advanced. Malcolm was right, y'all. He was right when he said so-called black leadership never wants us to become politically mature. He was right when he said the liberal is the greatest threat to the black man in the entire United States of America. He was right. And this video, this piece of trash, this convoluted garbage is as clear an example as you will ever find. My heart and my soul weeps for my country and our future. I'm hurting, y'all, over what this says about the future of my young black brothers and sisters and how they view this country, their role in it, and the sanctity of constitutional rights. This is ugly, y'all. But it's up to us to make it better. That being said, my time's up and I gotta go. But this day, definitely, more than any other, I give it to you. You know what? You're right. America, we ain't perfect. But for this old boy's money, it's the best there is, and God knows there's no place else on his green earth that I'd rather be. Speaking of the good Lord, I hope you know by now that he loves you, and I hope you know that I do too. Best news you're going to get all day. There ain't a doggone thing you can do about either one. Take care of yourselves and each other. We'll see you soon. God bless.